Hey guys, we're going to do a little quick tip here real quick about tailstock drilling. It will change a little bit depending on, well, let me say that. Part of it won't change at all. Part of it does, depending on your kind of how your tailstock is set up. This first part, if you've got if you've made one of those little deals where you've got the caliper DRO on here, this part, you won't have to worry about this part, but it'll be the other part. Or if you've got when I started doing this is where I actually did it, was when you've got a dial on your tailstock, which I don't. So if you have neither one of those, here's the first part. We're going to take our dial indicator here, like that. Now let's run this out a little bit. And you need something for that to hit, obviously. So we're going to stick, I'm not going to take the arm off, it looks a little sloppy, but we're going to stick that right there, just like that. So this thing has something to touch. And then we would just move it up and get it loaded on there. Now, I'm not a big fan of using an indicator in kind of the reverse, where you're counting on how much it feeds out to give you a measurement, just because I've had some that on occasion you don't realize that it's stuck, and now you've gone further than you meant to, and it was stuck way up here somewhere, and you didn't realize it until you were about 10 or 15 thou off of it at least. Which, if you got a long ways to go, that's not that big a deal. You can bump it. But if it was down there toward the end of the travel when it happened, then you might be in trouble. But so you see right here, we just load that up right there, wherever it is, where we set our 0. And then as it comes out, we just watch our dial. So let's move over here just a little bit. Let's point it here. Let's go ahead and drill a center hole real quick after I find my safety glasses. Always wear the safety glasses. Where are my safety? There's some. We're also trying synced audio today, so let's see how it goes. And we need to go a little faster here, I think. Actually, a lot faster. We need to go all the fast. There we go. Whew, that was close. That would have made for a fun video, huh? All right, there we go. We got our center hole drilled there. Well, the quill's moving a lot. I think it's got some work it needs to do there just a little bit. Okay. Let's stick our drill here. Now, what I really use this a lot for, as well, not so much here, mainly at work, is when I've got to bore a hole out. Say we got a hole over here that I'm going to bore, and then on the other side of it, it's going to have some EDM work. So what would happen is there'd just be an EDM start hole right here, like a 188 hole through. But let's say I've got to drill I've got to bore a 1/2 inch clearance hole here, maybe 1/2 inch deep, and on the other side of that is something that's going to have some EDM work done, where for a shape to fit through or to slip over something, so I can't break through, and the depth is pretty critical. So what we do is find something like a scale here, just one you don't care about. You can use a parallel, it doesn't matter, anything like that. I don't use a parallel because I don't want to ding it up, but if you had an old parallel that you didn't care about, you just lay this up here. Now, here's where something else would change. So right now we're going to zero out our dial here, or if you had your tailstock, if you had a dial on your tailstock, what you'd do is you'd turn that thing till it was at 0. You just zero it up, then you'd lock your quill down. I'm going to go ahead and zero that just to save us some time here. There we go. So we'd be 0 here. We locked it so it doesn't drift. So then what we would do is, let's go back over here. We stick our scale across our little start hole there. And if there's even a bigger hole here for whatever reason, this same idea still works, just we don't want to hit it too hard. So then we bring our up and we just right there, right where it drags, so we know the tip of it's touching. Just like that. See? Then we lock our tailstock down, unlock our quill, then we can back off a little bit. There we go. Get that out of the way. Now, still locked here. Now if we come back, now what happens is you're going to want to measure whatever thing you use to touch that off. If it's a parallel, a scale, whatever. Where's my micrometer at? Where'd I lay it? Yeah, we'll use this for now. I wouldn't rely on a caliper reading for this, but it'll work for now, I guess. Probably ought to clean up in here at some point in my life. Okay, so measure the thickness of whatever you were touching off. This thing says it's 37 thou. So right now, when you're back at your 0, which is where we're on our dial here, you know you're 37 thou off of the tip of that tool being on the tip of, or the face of your work here. So now we can drill it. Let's slow it down a little bit. We're not going to drill crazy deep, but we're going to do enough for an example here. Okay, so right there, the tip of my tool is inside. Let's go about 250, we'll say. Although, you know what also helps? Is to make sure your drill chuck is tight. I can't find my key, so... How embarrassing. Thought that was drilling awfully easy. Let's try this again. Let's put that right there. There we go. Okay, so back that out of the way. Now here's something I like to do when you're going to bore a hole, because it's never fun to try to drill down to that pointed hole that you've made with the drill. So I like to take an end mill the same size, and then we just repeat what we just did. We're going to touch off like we did. Once I remember where I laid my little ruler, there it is. Lay it across there. There we go, till we're touching. There it is. Then we lock our tailstock down, unlock our quill, back it off just a fuzzy and pull that out. And let's slow it down a little more there. Then we'll turn it on. See right there, we're starting to touch the upper part of it where our drill was cutting. Okay, that would put us at about 250, hopefully. Then we're going to add about 37. Which should actually get us to 250. And I normally don't run all the way up to my depth with that. I normally go about 15 thou short, and then I clean it up with the boring bar. Alright, we'll see how close this got us. I can't find my chuck key, so I can't tighten that up. So let's see. We're slipping a little bit, but enough for you to get the idea at least. Alright, I don't know how close we're going to be here because we were moving around like crazy. But I promise it works. Yeah, I figured I'd be a little short. I'm about 205 there. I can't find my chuck key, so I can't tighten anything up in here. So we were slipping back in our chuck a little bit. But I promise you, it works. Try it. And let's see if we can get in here and take a peek. So I'm not sure if you'll be able to see. Let's see if you can see. And we're not going to focus, are we? Goofy thing. But anyway, doing that with the end mill gives you the flat bottom hole. If you had an extra drill, you can actually just drill you a flat bottom drill. Either one of those will work. But anyway, give that a try. It works pretty well. Like I said, I was hitting within, when your cutter doesn't move, I could comfortably hit within 15 thou, or with like dialing it into 15 thou short of my depth. I was right where I wanted to be every time. So give that a try. Thanks, guys. See ya.